Mike, I don't think we can hear you. Unless you're speaking in whispers.
Thank you very much, Larry, for letting me know that. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
All right, so let me start over again. So we're going to start with some Bhramari breathing. The objective of Bhramari breathing is to engage your parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for resting, for healing. Most of the time, we stay engaged in our parasympathetic nervous system too little, and we stay engaged in our sympathetic, which is our fight or flight, too much. This results in a lot of chronic disease, most of which can be traced back to too much cortisol in the system, which causes things to not go right. And so by doing this exercise, you'll be engaging your parasympathetic nervous system. And what this exercise is specifically, you are just going to be making a buzzing noise or humming for as loud as you can. If it seems simple, if it seems funny, then you want to have a good time with it and not take it too seriously. We're going to start off with a low-pitched buzz, and then we'll go to a high-pitched buzz on the second round. And then the third round, you play around with it and find a range that's right for you. For anybody who has cats, cats purr because they make this noise because it engages their parasympathetic nervous system to help them relax, to fortify their immune system. It's similar with humans. So consider this your ability to purr like a cat. And so we'll start off as deep as you can and as low pitched, and then we'll go the second round, we'll go as high as we can. And the third round, you'll play around with it and find a range that feels comfortable for you. And again, it's going to look silly, and you may seem a little, or you may feel a little bit silly, but just play around with it. Don't take yourself too seriously. There's a lot of benefits to doing this. So we'll start off, everybody inhale deeply, and then we'll go for 1.5 minutes with a deep pitch buzzing noise. So inhale and let's begin. And stop. This time, we'll do as high pitched as you possibly can. Just like in the first round, you'll go as long as you can. You'll take a breath and you'll keep on going. So everybody inhale deeply. And let's begin. And stop. And the last one, find a pitch that's appropriate for you. So having done the high and the low, you might have found one that was easier. The low is much easier for me. The high is much more difficult for me to maintain. So take a deep breath. I'm going 1.5 minutes, and whatever pitch feels comfortable for you. And if you want to switch as you're moving through it, please feel free to do so. Begin. And stop and feel the sensations in your body. Feel any differences in your head, in the pattern of your breath, in the beating of your heart. And wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale. And then inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Keep moving at your pace. Follow your breath cycle. Get curious about how long you can make your exhale. Focus on keeping your inhale at about a 4-count inhale. So don't elongate your inhale, but see if you can make your exhale maybe a 6-count, maybe an 8-count. By doing this type of breathing, again, this is all signaling your parasympathetic nervous system that your body can relax, that you're safe. You get out of that pattern of cyclical breathing that's constantly keeping your keeping your sympathetic nervous system engaged, keeping that steady drip of cortisol and adrenaline going into your body. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're exercising and working out. Like I know my friend Larry is a endurance cyclist, and when you're cycling 100 miles, you certainly want to keep your sympathetic nervous system engaged because you need that power to keep going. But when you're sitting at your desk or relaxing at the end of your day, you don't need that sympathetic nervous system engaged. You want your parasympathetic so you can relax. So we're going to take about 1 more minute and we'll do our first breath hold. This will be a short breath hold. So just keep breathing in a relaxed fashion. And whenever I cue you to take your final breath, wherever you are in your breath cycle, you're just going to inhale and then we'll hold for a few moments. And then we'll start moving through our breath holding cycles. You have about 30 more seconds to go before your first breath hold. So again, the more you can relax into this, the longer you can go without air. Because as you relax more deeply, your blood pressure drops, your heart rate slows, and your oxygen consumption becomes a lot less. 5 more seconds. Take a powerful inhale, and we're holding for 45 seconds. And relax into the experience. Feel the experience in your body when your breath stops. Feel the stillness. Feel the calm when you just sit here. Be aware of how fast or how slow your heart is beating. Be aware if you relax more, it'll slow down. And let it go. Breathe in deeply and fully and slowly. And let it go. Breathe in deeply. And let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully inhale. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Exhale. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it flow out. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in and hold. We'll go for a minute. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it flow out. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it out. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. 5 more. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it out. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it out. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in and hold 90 seconds. Let it go. This round, you're breathing at your pace. I'm going to signal you 30 seconds before. So if you want to play around with taking some deep, powerful breaths at the end, that's the way most free divers do it, so they can maximize your breath hold. So throughout most of the breathing, you want to be very slow and relaxed the way you've done before. But at the end, if you want to start lung packing, which is taking in deep, powerful inhales and exhaling less than 100%, maybe only 50%, that'll help you hold for longer. Your goal is to stay in that period of stillness as long as you can. Our target is 2 minutes this time. If you can't make it the full 2 minutes, go as long as you can. And if you need to take another breath, take another breath. You have 90 more seconds of breathing to go. So just keep with your relaxed breathing for at least a minute more. Again, the more deeply you can inhale and then slowly exhale. Again, you're reducing your heart rate, you're lowering your blood pressure, you're slowing your metabolic function down so you can relax into this breath hold as deeply as possible. You have 45 seconds left. For those of you who are enjoying the relaxation breathing, keep doing the relaxation breathing. For those who want to start pulling more air into their lungs to make it easier to go for prolonged periods, start inhaling 100% deeply, and you're only exhaling somewhere between 50 and 60%. Have 25 seconds to go. Five seconds. Take a deep breath and relax for 2 minutes. Have 30 more seconds to go. Just keep relaxing. You start to feel your diaphragm starting to involuntarily contract. Stay with that and relax into that experience. Your goal of this exercise is to put your body in a state of stress and then be able to move rapidly back to a relaxed state. Have 4 seconds to go and let it go. Next round, again, breathe at your pace. We're going to breathe up for 2.5 minutes, and then we're going to hold for 2.5 minutes. Again, the more you can relax into your breathing, the easier it'll be to hold. Your objective is long, slow inhales. And if it feels better to lay down, you may lay down. Whatever feels most appropriate for you and your body. Just keep breathing deeply, keep breathing slowly. Be aware of any tension in your body as you're breathing in. Let that tension flow out every time you exhale. Relaxing all the muscles in your face, in your neck, in your shoulders. Your body's relaxing every time you're inhaling, and you're letting go of any tension or any stress every time you exhale. Have about a minute left. Keep breathing. Keep relaxing. Get curious about how slowly and fully you can breathe. And if you want to start a powerful breathe up, now is the time. You have 30 seconds to go before our next breath hold. So if you want to start pulling in as much air as possible and letting go of just a little bit and then pulling in more, keep going. You have 10 seconds. Take a powerful inhale, and we're holding for 2.5 minutes. Guys are all doing great. "90 seconds in, a minute to go. 30 seconds. Again, if you need to breathe, just pull in some air and keep holding, keep relaxing. Purpose of the exercise is to learn to relax even when your body's in stress. So when you have those opportunities, when you're in traffic or having uncomfortable conversations, you've already trained your body to relax and let it go. Great work. Last round, you have 3 minutes. Breathe up as powerfully and strongly as you can, and then we'll hold for our last hold together for the morning. So keep breathing however you want to. This time, if you want to breathe more rapidly to get in more air, you can breathe more rapidly. If breathing slowly feels more comfortable for you, breathe at whatever cadence is right for you. Your goal is to breathe as deeply, pull in as much air as you can so you can go as long as possible in that stillness. If you're starting to feel some unusual sensations, maybe some tingling in your face, your hands, your feet, that's normal. If you're starting to see some colors, that's normal. If you're starting to hear some buzzing in your ears, all perfectly normal. If you're starting to feel some emotions come up, that's not unusual. If you're experiencing absolutely nothing unusual, then I encourage you, breathe deeper, breathe more fully, and things will start to get a little unusual. By breathing in this way, you disrupt your normal chemical mixture of oxygen and carbon dioxide in your system. You're pulling in a lot more oxygen whenever you're breathing than you're used to. And then when you're doing these breath holds, you're letting more carbon dioxide build up in your system than you're used to. So basically, you're going from one extreme to the other by doing this exercise. And all those sensations are caused by that overload of oxygen when you're breathing up, and then suddenly that buildup of carbon dioxide as you're holding. Have a little less than a minute to go. Have about 30 seconds. There were a number of studies done in the 60s that showed that people that did this breath work were able to overcome trauma much more rapidly than people who just engaged in traditional psychotherapy. Take your final inhale, and we're going for 2.5 minutes again. And just relax into this experience. If your mind needs something to do, count the beats of your heart. Aware of the peaceful stillness when your breath stops. A minute in. 2 minutes in. This session will end shortly. If you have any questions or want to discuss, just log back in and I'll be available to address any questions. Otherwise, thank you all for joining me this morning. I wish you an amazing Memorial Day weekend. Namaste. You've just crossed 2.5 minutes.